Ah, it's Codie. Let's read the blurb. Hello, Rice Quinn. Recently fell in love with the idea of Codie as a strange grimoire someone picks up and unleashes different horrors from across the multiverse on the battlefield. I love Reanimator and generally realized I'd be interested in playing Codie given the limitation. I made a proxy in the primer for Slay the Spire 2 cards. That's funny. No restrictions, proxy friendly. The deck I currently fear is more a collection of cards than a. Okay, so it's currently just like a giant pile, which seems to be your main sadness. Let's look at the proxies and hope they're not big boobs or anything. Okay, the primer says nothing. Unless it's attached to this primer. There's no attached files. There's nothing. Okay. Bummer. Or duplicate. Let's get reviewing, huh? So I see we have a bunch of big monsters, and we have Codie. Honestly, this deck's so weird, I'm just gonna playtest it for see how we feel. Okay. Draw. Land. Next turn. Plains. Next turn. Tropical Island. 1, 2. Codie. Codie gets blown up. Like, that's what I'm afraid is gonna happen. This is Mizzix's Mastery. Whoa, Mizzix looks badass in this. So, okay, we have Shore Up. That means Codie's now a turn. I don't like this idea. I don't like the idea of turn 4 Codie. Growth Spiral kind of feels like it's here. Because why are we ramping into 4 when Codie's a 3? My primer is the commission message. Should I strictly throw it in a Mox field? Don't worry about it, I would say. But if you want to link directly to like an Imgur thing, I'd be open to looking because I do like Slay the Spire too. Exsanguinate. No, it's Stargaze. That's wild. Especially when you consider the fact that you Cascade and until end of turn you may cast that card without paying its mana cost, so the X-Spell is worthless. So that's a little bit of a funny choice, I think. I like the Bells and Luck. That's really funny. I'm liking just about the rest of these choices. I don't know if I like Colossal Grave Reaver. That one feels like a kind of a hard sell in your mostly instant and sorcery deck. You have fucking Gristlebrand Rule 0 in your deck? Sure, dude. Go nuts. I didn't even notice that until right now. Am I going crazy or do I not think the bringers are that horrific? The whole point is horrors across the multiverse. I want some like freaky shit in here. Like Toxtril. It's pretty scary. Gotta admit. Like Quandrix is not scary. It's just a dragon. The Praetors would be a flavor one. I know, but the Praetors are like kind of too easy, aren't they? This is my exact point. People want to fuck Quandrix. Not, you know, it's not that scary. At least Ancient Brass, you'd be like, okay, the big scary dragon. Like this one isn't as like, even though Brass dragons, as far as I'm aware, are very normal. Like brass dragons are the most normal of the dragons. They like people. Oh, that's so cool. I think let's get like an Eldrazi. Is there an Eldrazi with an enters trigger? We can do Sire. Sire Stagnation feels like a nice one. Could also Ulamog. But oh, is there any funky Ulamog text? Yes, the paradigms. If you have a paradigm in exile, Ulamog will enter with that many counters. That's something. You could run like a couple of pitch spells, maybe, because the cast trigger of Ulamog is only to exile the top half, and he enters with the counters even if there's like anything in exile. You know what? Let's try out an Ulamog. And I think pitch spells kind of are the method to protecting Codie a little better for this deck. So let's make Ulamog or Eldrazi. Keep the Sire too. I don't know. It's not that bad. Maybe we just make room. I think my biggest issue is checking stuff in the graveyard right now. Well, great news. There's a lot of ways to discard shit. So I think... I don't like the idea of Forbidden Alchemy. Hostile. Like, I just don't like the Factor Fictions here that much versus, like, actual discard spells. Like, you may exile a blue card. Okay, so this is like, what about... No, foil wouldn't work because it needs an island. We're not island heavy. I don't like any of the idea of these decks. Okay, I want to start with Troll of Khazad-dûm. I think that's an interesting start. I would love to add Keen Duelist to this deck, but I do feel like that's maybe a little betraying. I don't like the arcades. Turn on shot. And I'm gonna on Lennon's. Umbrus is an interesting idea. We just don't have enough horrors to kind of so how do we pitch things into the... Well, first things first, I kind of maybe want to talk about pitch spells. So like, yeah, let's add a Misdirection. The Misdirection only pitches a... A fool. So I like the idea of Misdirection because it's a free spell that lets you protect Codie. And then it also pitches a card for Ulamog to work, and it's not as salty as Force of Will. I really love Misdirection. I just say this is like a kind of pitch spell that I'm in love with. We can do like Commandeer, but like I don't know if we have enough blue for that. You know? Worming Emergence seems like a really weird choice, right? Target non-land permanent with mana value equal to or less than the amount of permanents in your graveyard. What permanents in your graveyard? Like, you are a instant Sorcery. I guess you have like actually a decent number. I would like to replace the Shielder with the Nezahal. Allow me. Or like maybe Overseer of the Damned. This Shieldred's also kind of expensive. Holy shit, why is this one $20? This card sucks. Alright, I love the song. I've been on a Steely Dan kick recently. Because I've started watching Joe. Reminded me that. Yeah, I don't like these mill cards. Everyone knows this. For Reanimator deck, I'm just not big on mill cards for getting value. You're able to run some, but in general, I would much rather you just be discarding things. So let's do O discard. Minus is permanent. Short MV. Is Elk's audio cutting? Please tell me my audio isn't cutting off. Because it was at the beginning of the stream, and that was really frustrating. And if it's back again, I'm going to cry. It's cutting every once in a while. There's just no shot that's true, right? It's fine now. But, okay, but it was cutting. Question mark? Hopefully not. It was cutting for a bit. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Don't panic me like that. Lower my noise gate. You think I have a noise gate? You edit my videos. You think I have a noise gate? I do have a noise gate. You're right. I'm going to lose my mind. I do have a noise gate. I do have a noise gate. I never like mill because I mill the reanimation cards. I just don't like it because it's inconsistent. Whereas, like, you're discarding something from your hand. Like, what if we just did, like, a Faithless Looting? That card seems pretty okay. Lightning Axe is a possibility. I like Bitter Triumph. This one also has awesome art. O-Tag Mulch. So, when I said I don't like milling, you heard I love milling. We already have Frantic Search. I like it because it's inconsistent. Well, that's beautiful. I'm going to say that I don't. I think some amount of milling. All right, you asshole. What can I say? I have my Caddy Charm. Oh, I like the Manamo. That's a fun idea I wouldn't have thought of. I don't like the idea of Brass's Bounty. It just kind of feels like it's there. I like mill a lot, but this deck can't handle it. I'm out. This deck seems really weak. I'm not going to lie. That's why I'm like making some swaps. I want you to at least be in bracket 2 with this one. So what else can we run in like terms of protection? Oh, exile. Oh, instead. Oh, mana. Cost. No. I think Force of Negation slightly too far. Because is there anything other than free magic that lets you, like free counter magic that lets you protect Codie? Because like there's Flare of Fortitude, but that's not a pitch spell. That's a sack flare. Right. Veil of Summer. Veil of Summer isn't free. Begging works sometimes. Solitude. Solitude's not a protection spell. What? On what planet is Solitude a protection spell? I think like Aminatu's Augury. Cast a spell. You can't cast permanents though. So that one doesn't work. Sad. That's my normal go-to for like a big spell like this. Because like we have Misdirection. I guess that's it. Blinks. Is there a free blink? Like I don't think so, right? I don't like the idea of Mom. But see, typically for these kinds of decks, okay. This is my thinking, and this is why I'm so stun-locked with this deck. My typical thinking is we start with like a Mother of Runes type creature. This is typically how this works out. You have a permanent base protection spell, and then you go into your important commander that you need to stick for one turn. You use Mother of Runes to help keep it for that one turn, and then you move on. But the issue with Mother of Runes is it's just so bad with the rest of the deck, and it betrays the deck's theme. Right? So I maybe like reanimate is the way to go. And you run the good reanimation spells, and they double as protection spells for Codie. Like, I don't think that's an idea I hate. Right? If Commander get blown up, then you reanimate him. If Commander don't get blown up, Feign Death kind of stuff. See, the Feign Death kind of stuff is exactly what I don't like, because you want to play Codie on turn 3 in this deck. That's my feeling. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like you want to go dink next turn, dink next turn, miss your land drop and lose. That's what you want to do. You're running Terramorphic Expanse. Oh my god, you. I get it's like the full text art one, but like I just can't stand that card. Let's add like another, like a Surveil land. Undercity Sewer. Why was Terramorphic Expanse here? Oh, Undercity Sewers is already in. Because they had the full text version. Oh, whatever, I'll just put Ash Barrens in. Don't think about it. Okay, so what you want to do is go draw land next turn, swamp next turn, and you want to play Codie on turn 3. You don't want to hold up mana for anything. Like, that's why I added Misdirection, but here we can quite clearly see that Misdirection's not really working for us. I don't like Yawgmoth's Vile Offering, because legendary spells are kind of hard to use. I kind of want to add more blue. That's what I was doing by adding Nezahal. By the way, Jazzy is not that scary of a horror, all right? The Jazzy is an old person. Does it run Disrupting Shoal? Ooh. A blue card, of which we even failed to have one with Misdirection. And most of our things are very big mana. Okay, we're going to go for another big blue thing. ID equals blue, sort MB. Like, there has to be like some big Kraken or something that is scary. That's good for this deck.
G, my favorite number. Octavia could be funny. Hulking Metamorph is interesting. I mean, Trench Gorge is just hilarious, right? That's the play. Okay. So. Maybe we do like a Tainted Indulgence. Or a Traumatic Critique just got printed. It just got printed, Traumatic Critique. Another discard spell. We need more good reanimates. We already have Reanimate and Life Death. And Traumatic Critique is blue to pitch to Misdirection. You know what? Let us do Tainted Indulgence. What are some other good reanimates? The Aura ones. So I don't know if you've read Codie Vociferous Codex, but if you want to read the first like 5 words of this card for me, and then we can continue deck building. So O-Tag, Zombify, Sort MB. Are we for real, Skyfall? This is a Zombify? Skyfall, is everything okay? Whenever I think of Zombify, I immediately think of Drownyard Temple. Exactly. Port of Carfell would be an interesting inclusion. I definitely like to see how that plays out. Type sorcery. Can do Exhume. That's a funny one. Persist, but a lot of these things are legendary, so I'm probably going to skip over that one. Stitch Together is going to be a little bit hard to get the threshold required. Calls only for mana value 3 or less. Victimize is an interesting idea, but I think it's a little too much. Dread Return. It's a thought. Will the Abzan's a good one. I also like Live or Die. Ooh, okay. No One Left Behind is an interesting one. This one I have in a cube. That's why I like clocked it immediately. So No One Left Behind is interesting because you can use it for a big thing. Or you can use it for Codie for 2 mana if Codie get killed. But yeah, let's find Live or Die here. Burial Rites is an interesting one. I always like a nice 2 for 1. Okay, we must move past it. Wow, Live or Die. So here's a funny thing. If you type Live or Die, Scryfall gets really confused and hates you. If you type Live, Die, Set, DSK, you get Live or Die. Because or is actually a Scryfall function. So it's searching for cards with the words Live or Die in the name. Instead of searching for this card called Live or Die. New Secrets of Strixhaven Silverquill spell. Kill / reanimate 3. Yeah, that's already in. I'll see if it works with the quotes. Yes, it does. Dose of Dawn Glow. I don't know. It's just not that exciting to me. This isn't quite a living end deck. I wouldn't call this living end. You know what I mean? Okay, so we have 2 more slots to play around with. What would be a nice thing to run? So if I go to Scryfall, type in Force of Will, and I open the Scryfall tagger, so is this, I need to type OTAG, not OTAG. My fingers just do whatever they want. That's so cool. Pitch spell. Because I would like more pitch spells for this deck. Does 2 damage to each creature and each player. Whoa. Let's add Commandeer. Foil. To make foil work would require reworking the mana base, but maybe we can do that. And I think force is just too much. I think if we're forcing stuff, it's a little much. That one still requires us to have 1 mana open. You could snap back your own Codie, but I think that's a bit much. Can't you do a permanent base reanimation spell for Codie since he's off the battlefield when if you're trying to reanimate him? I'm not... Ideally, in an ideal world, Codie never leaves the battlefield. That's what I don't like about the auras. Okay, so hopefully this deck is blue enough now that we can kind of get away with how many pitch spells we have that are blue. Like, here's Misdirection Lorien. In fact, I kind of want to add like a hydroelectric specimen over your last island. But maybe that's a bit much because Ash Barrens needs to get a basic. But all right, let's play test. Yeah, all the basics are full text. All right, so draw, surveil 1, graveyard. Next turn, tap land. Who cares? Next turn, forest. 1, 2, 3, Codie. Misdirection, Lorien revealed. Your spell now goes somewhere else, and now our Ulamog has Annihilator 5. Guys, great news. We can't do anything. We've managed to protect Codie, but okay, 5 mana. 6. We have nothing to do. 1. Okay, Manamo's insane. 1, 2, 3, 4. Codie. Wooburg. Blue 1. Oh, so okay, great news. Even with Manamo tricks, we still can't do anything. So I'm finding out that this deck is just very bad in every aspect. Okay, Parination out. Moment of Reckoning out. Peer into the Abyss can stay. That card's funny. Dune Blast out. I like the Treasure Cruise. Flotsam Jetsam I can accept. Okay, what is Insidious while doing? Is this... So what is your thought here, chatter? Why do you like this card? Because I don't know if I quite see the vision. Versatile, expensive trigger. Well, I don't like expensive things. They scare me. Ah, the counter spells we added, by the way, are really bad with Cascade, but that's fine. So tell you what, because the most expensive one we added was... Let's get rid of foil. The most expensive one we added was Misdirection. If we just add a bunch of like 4-drop or lower ones... let's add some kind of good 4s. So we can do basic land cycling. Mana value 4. This is a very good spell. Ancient Excavation. Draw cards equal to the number of cards in your hand, and then discard a card for each card drawn this way. Then we can go for... one of these kind of effects. That's a funny idea, but... Could Lazatep Quarry be good? Wait, I like ill-timed explosion. No, I don't know. I don't believe in Lazatep Quarry. Do you want to pay 8 mana for a Sower of Discord? Like, I don't. Especially in a deck that has very little acceleration. By very little, I mean none. Because we cut it. Because it wasn't just like... It was just kind of weird to ramp on 2 when your commander's 3. And you want to go 3-4. Trumpeting Carnosaur could be good because it discards itself. That's not a bad idea. Can I be honest? Like, this one's kind of tempting me. Big Score is an idea. So if you're adding big score, Unexpected Windfall should soon follow. I think I like... Oh my god, look at our curve. This is insanely perfect. Just great. Okay, see, like this is a workable hand. Draw 2, discard 2. Kind of like the Overgrown Tomb. Let's get rid of Treasure Cruise. Next turn. Yeah, and then here... 1, 2, 3. Even if Codie gets blown up. Well, you can't do anything now, but blue, black, Tainted Indulgence. Draw 2. Then discard a card. Next turn. Pass. Big score. Nice. I really love how many big monsters we're hitting. And this is, in my opinion, why, like, yeah, like, Buried Alive is non-negotiable. Because, look, it's turn 6, and we're only playing the game now because of Buried Alive. What creatures do we get? Uller Mog is not a good idea, I think. We could just do Coma. See, Villas... Coma, Gristlebrand. Reanimate, Villas.
Draw 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fetch. Oop, I lost a life. Time to draw a card. Oop. View library. Get an untapped forest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Will of the Abzan. We don't control our commander, but we now control a Gristlebrand. Yeah, turn 6 we finally put something on board, but that was like after a long time of just kind of being unlucky. No, Gristlebrand did not get unbanned. It's a Rule 0 edition. Okay, Surveil Villas in the graveyard. That's kind of like drawing a card if you think about it. Windswept Teeth we can fetch for Underground Mortuary. It's right there. Surveil 1. I will surveil Unburial Rites into my graveyard. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Here's Codie. Now you're kind of rocking a hard place, right? Like, Villas is going to come down next turn. And also Codie's still in play. So, if Codie isn't answered here, nightmare scenario. 5 mana. Unburial Rites flashback. Oh, Cascade. Will of the Abzan. All of our opponents will sacrifice stuff. This goes into exile, or Ulamog now has Annihilator 5, by the way. Villas is now in play. Oh my gosh, and if Villas gets blown up, it's so funny. Black, reanimate Villas. Draw 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, great. Crack Misty Rainforest. Draw another card. Let's get... Do you run Breeding Pool? Yes, you do. I'll shock in a Breeding Pool to draw 2 more cards. And then we will go... Frantic Search. Draw 2, discard 2. Oh my goodness. Oh no, I've discarded Ulamog and Nezahal. My heart breaks. 1, 2, 3, 4, add Ruberg. And you go black 1 for life, or for death rather. Put Ulamog into play. He comes in with 5 counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because we have Unburial Rites in exile. We draw 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, this works. Are you on Living End? Yes, Living End's already in the deck, guys. Calm down. Deep breath, everyone. It'll be fine. So I do think 1 Brainstorm to set up a Living End would be pretty cool. Because there was that one time we got Living End stuck in the hand, and Brainstorm there would have been pretty nice. So maybe just go down Unexpected Windfall, keep the big score, and then... It feels like Codie's not really helping with the Reanimator strategy that much. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, Codie generated value that game. We cascaded into a Will of the Abzan in that game off of our Unburial Rites. So, like, Codie's still doing things, and Codie's still here as, like, you can't hard cast your threats. You need to reanimate them, which I think is pretty funny. Brainstorm's also a 1-mana spell, which you probably want to maximize. I think if this deck turns into nothing but Cascade into Living End, Codie becomes way more important, which becomes way more fragile. So that's a trade-off you're going to have to grapple with. It drew... Oh, I see. Yeah, someone in YouTube chat asked why Villas drew 8. Yeah, Villas draws 8 cards when you reanimate him, because you do the card in order. Put it into the battlefield, and then you lose life. Put it onto the battlefield, you lose life. Something that wouldn't work, for instance, is Command the Dread Horde. This one doesn't work with Villas, because it goes, you lose life, put them onto the battlefield. You can see the card Command the Dread Horde on the screen right now, because Scryfall is an awesome website. That's really easy to get cards to show up from. There it is. Choose any number to blah, 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 blah. Command the Dread Horde deals damage to you equal to the total mana value of those cards. Put them on the battlefield. This one does not work with Villas, but the other two do, because it puts them on play first. Run Lightning Bolt so you can cast a 10 mana spell and then cascade into a 1 mana spell. Like right now, I'm very happy about where this deck is, right? Because you're able to very consistently just go draw, surveil land, put on top, next turn, world tree, next turn, planes, 1, 2, 3. Here's Codie, vociferous codex. Oh, you tried to remove my Codie? That's so precious. I'll exile these two things and gain control of your kill spell. And now see how our Ulamog now has Annihilator 7? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Wow, we don't have anything to do. That's okay. Surveil 1. Ulamog in the graveyard. That's exactly where we want him. And then this turn is the Breach the Multiverse turn. So it's like still very fragile. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What's better than Annihilator? 7, though. Ta-da. Can you fit a companion, maybe? Like, which one, though? What companion really likes looking at this? We could, like, cut Living End, Faithless Looting, Reanimate, Brainstorm, and Bitter Triumph, and Smuggler's Share, and Tainted Indulgent, and Traumatic Critique, and we can add Karuga. Gigantha. Yeah, let's cut Elementor, Simulacrum, Sublime Epiphany, Commandeer, Jetsam, Lorien Revealed, Breach of the Multiverse, Imperation, Capstone, Peer into the Abyss, Restoration, Seminar, Treasure Cruise. Oh, not Treasure Cruise. Mnemonic Deluge, Lord of the Void, Nessa Hall, Shieldred, Toxrill, Gristlebrand, Trench Gorger, Villas, Valgavoth, Overlord, Demon Lord, Bells and Lock. Like, Gigantha's not... like, Gigantha's not the move. I know you're joking, but... Funnily enough, I don't know if most people know this, but Fire Ice, back when Gigantha was still legal and modern, Fire Ice, you couldn't run with Gigantha because it had 2 instances of 1 generic. So you can run this in your Gigantha decks. Like, I do think this is about done, right, chat? Like, do we have any last minute recommendations here? I'm feeling pretty comfortable with the consistency that this summons giant scary things. There are a couple games though, like I think that this is a very heavy mulligan deck, because there are certain games where we had those like just dud hands that did nothing after we did protection spell, which felt a little bad. Fire Ice is still legal in modern, though. Do you mean he got soft banned by the Horizon set? Okay, so I said the words, before Gigantha got banned, you couldn't run Fire Ice because you had 2 instances of 1. That's what I said. Gigantha was the card that was banned. Okay, you're deaf. Beautiful. Understood. Is it wrong for me just to say, like, I don't know if this is a Mnemonic Deluge deck? Like, I like Peer into the Abyss, or I like Treasure Cruise because you can cast it. 7 feels realistic. I think 8 is like, 9 is not nuts. Like, I think 9 is just kind of hard to do. I think you do like the second delve spell, right? You do whatever it's called. Yeah, I already put in a couple full hand redraws like Ancient Excavation. I think personally just like a Dig Through Time. I think Dig Through Time is good here. I don't even know what we're bringing to light. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Well, we cascade first. Living End, nice. Yeah, let's sack everything. Fuck you guys. I mean, I guess we just like decorum dissertation. Move to discard. Discard Gristlebrand, Villas, Keeper of Secret, or Coma. And then this is, guys, this is the beautiful thing about Live or Die. It's a fucking instant. Surprise! Woohoo! Isn't Bring to Light bad to with Cascade? Why? Turn 5, I have my object in play. I don't know, this feels okay. I think my last inclusion would be like Final Parting. Because Final Parting is put Reanimate in your hand, put Object in the graveyard. So this is like 6 mana, put anything you wanted to play with Reanimate. And you could Bring to Light for it, right? I think that's the final piece of glue that keeps this all together. Budget or no other reason for Entomb? We could run Entomb, couldn't we? I think it's just like kind of awkward that it cascades first and then it gets Living End, like, and then, like you Living End first and then it happens, right? So I find that to be a little awkward. What about Last Rites? That's funny, but I don't think just like discarding your entire hand is the best. Well, it rips someone's hands to bits, isn't it? Target player reveals their hand and you choose a non-land card. Oh, for each. I see. That is evil. I think it's too evil. That's what I'm locking in. It's too evil. It's really funny with Valgavoth. Can I just say that's hilarious with Valgi? But I think in general it's a little too evil.
Listen, I love Exile Slop as much as the next person, but I really wish the red capstone was like what is it called? Oh no, I'm forgetting. Mana value, damage, calibrated blast. I wish it was a calibrated blast every turn. I wish this was what the red one was. I would love if this was calibrated blast every turn instead of Exile Slop. Don't give me. That's coming from someone who loves his Exile Slop. I just wish it was mana value burn instead every turn. Anyway, thank you for getting a deck review, Rice Quinn. I feel very good about this upgrade.